Where are we? Spuha? I'm gonna figure out how to say this right. Hola from Spuha. Hola from Spuha. Living Mexico vlog series número 3. More beach vibes because that's kind of what I'm all about down here. Exploring some cenotes with some new friends. Transportation and how I get around the city. What a grocery haul looks like for me. All this coming at you. Ooh, and a vegan food review as well. If you're hungry for some adventure. Yes, that's cheesy, I know. It's okay, here we go.
La Z y la N.
Ya está la luz se apaga sola. Pégase, dale, baila ahora. Paso que hace un trago se toma. Esta noche no hay quien la coja. Y si decide quedarse conmigo, ven para que sea tú misma la testigo. Esto es para que veo que aún no.
So, the next series of videos that I have coming up, I went to the cenotes, which were kind of on the way to Cancun, and I thought it was a pretty good video, but apparently not. So, the cenotes are basically like, they're naturally made underground caves of water, and it's like so natural and clear and like not salt water, it's like fresh natural water. So we jumped in those, had some fun, did some swimming kind of under the cave. I have like, I don't know if you can see it, but like a little bow moon because I banged my head on top.
Paso que hace un trago se toma. Esta noche no hay quien la coja. Y si decide quedarse conmigo, ven para que sea tú misma la testigo. Esto es para que veo que...
Man.
Oh, you're filming as well?
Oh yeah, you're on.
Alright.
Super careful. Let's go, let's go.
Oh, it's fresh.
Is it cold? First question. Yep. I know, I'm shaking for you.
We can get out over there.
Woo! Yes!
Ready?
Woo!
Or so you can kind of float from one end to the other. Yeah, they're here, the rest of them.
Just living the fucking dream out here. Swimming in cenotes with some friends. And maybe some fish. Who knows what's down here. That's scary too, huh? You said it like we
Like, who knows what's below us?
I'm gonna look up here.
This is so much fun.
Hello!
From the water. So we just finished exploring a cenote. I think it was called 7 Mows, which means like there's 7 holes. Basically, it was like just a water cave, and it was so much fun. I've never done that before. It's like the most perfect day, like just a little bit of clouds right now, but so much fun. So you can expect more of me going to cenotes later. Perfect jungle of gorgeousness, and I can't believe like this is in my backyard. I fucking love living in Mexico. What transportation looks like for me around Playa del Carmen. Playa del Carmen is built around a like walking. So everybody walks at Playa del Carmen, which is amazing because you can get anywhere. So like my main method of transportation is walking. So I'm kind of more so on one side of the city, and it takes maybe 20 minutes to get to the farthest part, which is where I would walk to Walmart to go get my groceries. So if I want to walk anywhere, really it's like 20 minutes. if I want, I can take the Colectivo, which is like the city bus, and it's anywhere from 5 to 7 pesos for me to hop on, and I can go anywhere. So 5 to 7 pesos, that's like not even 50 cents. It's like 25, 30 cents to go anywhere. Like super, super cheap. And those are everywhere because everybody walks in Playa Del Carmen. So it's like super nice, super easy to get around. There is a lot of cars because of like taxis and stuff, but they are very like pedestrian friendly, which is actually like really nice. So you can feel safe like just kind of crossing the street, and they'll usually stop. Then you can get a taxi. Taxis are like everywhere. It's usually like 30 pesos maybe to get somewhere. Then there's the taxis that you can take, which are like 35 pesos. Again, super, super cheap. There are bikes, like everybody has bikes. I think I'm going to invest in a bicycle sometime soon, just in case I want to go a little bit farther and I don't feel like walking, or if I want to go get groceries and then like not really haul everything back and just kind of toss on my backpack and kind of zoom back and forth. And then there is the ADO, ADO, and that would basically be like a coach bus. If I wanted to go to, I could take that to Cancun, I could take that down to Tulum, and it's like not even 200 pesos. So quick math, like 15 bucks, I think, something like that Canadian. So again, like everything's super cheap, but like my main method of transportation getting around Playa Del Carmen is walking, and I absolutely love it. Like I have not been happier that I was able to sell my car back in Canada and just like walk everywhere. Like it feels good, and stay in the sun and say hi to people. Like I walk by people almost every day because like I am going to the gym and I kind of take the same road back and forth. So I've kind of made some new friends along the way. I find like tons and tons of restaurants and shops, which is good and bad at the same time because now I'm stuffing for ceviche and tacos like everywhere. If I want to walk down to the beach, which is amazing because it's so close by, it's literally on the same street as me, and I think it's a 11 or 12 minute walk depending on how quick I walk or how many stoplights I hit along the way. But yeah, it's like super easy to get around. It's like 10 minutes down for me to get to the beach. If I want to get to the gym, I think it's like a 15 or 16 minute walk. And then the furthest grocery store for me is Walmart, and that's like 20 minutes. But again, everything is like super close by, super convenient to walk to, and yeah, that's just transportation for me. Life's good. I got my own feet and save a hell of a lot of money with that as well. So that is transportation in Playa Del Carmen. Hola. Time for some food haul. So I just got back from grocery shopping, and I figured while I'm kind of unpacking everything, I want to show you what I bought, kind of how much things cost, because in my first vlog in this series I talked about how much cheaper everything is. So I just kind of want to give you an example of how cheap it is. So for starters, because you can't drink the tap water here in Mexico, it's not safe. There's a lot of bacteria in it. You have to buy bottled water, which is totally fine. I just have to buy a lot of it. For this 5-liter jug, it was like $1.20. That's Canadian. So like $1 American. Now, I went to Walmart. That's where I like to get a lot of my packaged foods because it's a lot easier. I do go to a grocery store or like a little market called DAC, which is on the way back from Walmart to kind of get my fresh produce. It's a little bit more pricey, but totally worth it. So, what I got at Walmart, more of these, of course. I got chocolate mint sandwiches and cookies and cream because they're delicious. Liquid stevia because I put this in my coffee. Egg whites usually go in my breakfast power bowl. Reduced sugar ketchup because you can eat like double this than the regular ketchup, so little macro hack there. Paper towels because we need those. Now this is my calorie-free maple syrup. This would kind of be compared to like Walden's sauce, so there's nothing in it other than artificial sweeteners and sucralose and all that bad stuff. But it's really good. I like to put it on stuff once in a while. Now, Sweetwell is a naturally healthy brand, I guess, if you want to call it that. They also do the little low-calorie meringues, but these are like Oreos. Sugar-free, gluten-free, dairy-free, nothing except yums. So, let's just open these guys up and see what we're working with. Let's just open these up because we're here. Struggle. Okay, got it. Look at these little guys. They say they're vanilla, but they taste almost like maple. And you know I got a sweet tooth for the maple. So for one little pack of these guys, I was reading the label a few times and I wasn't really understanding it. Now it's saying for one pack of these, so there's 4 little cookies in here. Carbs is 4 grams, which is fine. Sugar is 0.6, but then fiber is 10, which means that the carbs they're showing on here is only the net carbs, which is why we have issues tracking macros and making sure that things are entered correctly. So even though it is dietary fiber, it's still fiber and it still counts as carbs. So net carbs, we know that we've talked about before, is your total carbs minus your fiber. So there's technically like 15 grams of carbs in here, but if you look at the label, you would think there's only 4. Misleading, but good thing I looked ahead. And this is why reading labels is important. Now for these, True Snack. I've seen these a couple times, haven't picked them up, and then decided that today was the day because who can say no to cinnamon and vanilla? Because I sure can't. There's 2 in a pack here. 2 proteins, 7 carbs, 6 fat. Again, nice little snack. Little squares of love. Muy bien. So that was my Walmart haul. Now my Walmart bill was like 34 bucks for all of that. Now, the other store that I went to was the natural food store called DAC. I don't know what to compare it to, like Whole Foods or Goodness Me, Trader Joe's, I guess, Whole Foods. So everything's a little bit more natural and healthy, minus this. But you know me and my sprinkles. I bought this like massive container of chocolate sprinkles. Picked up some apple cider vinegar because I think it's good for digestion. 2 platano, 3 tomate, y 4 calabacín, because you know I love my zucchinis. Now for those was $22. So again, everything is just way cheaper. I would say the only thing I really didn't get was some meat because I already have some, but other than that, that's kind of like, I'd say what a few days looks like for me, so not bad. Pretty delicious too, if you ask me. So those are my food finds. On to the next one. Peace out. They're really good. As I make a mess. Is it still on? Shit. Food review time. Okay, this is the peanut butter cupcake from, it's called the Pita Date, which is like this little vegan hotspot. It's actually between my house and the beach, which is dangerous because I walk by it a lot. And at first I was like, vegan, I don't know, but I went in and this thing is actually like insanely delicious. The first one I got, I inhaled, and I wanted to do a food review on it, but I inhaled it, so I'm back for part 2. It's gonna be messy, I'm just gonna go in for it. Watch what happens. Oh my god. I'm gonna dissect this a little bit. Okay, so obviously I have no idea like what the macros are for this, and I wanted to figure it out. So what I did to figure this out, first I asked what the ingredients were, and she wasn't able to give me like a complete list, like down to the fine details, but for the most part it's because it's vegan. Dates, agave, coconut oil, almond milk, peanut oil, some peanuts, a little bit of coconut. Now what I did is, it's called a muffin or a cupcake. It does not look like a muffin or a cupcake. So what I did is I actually went online, I went onto Pinterest, I did some research to find out what a kind of like a peanut butter fudge brownie would be with these ingredients in it. Based on those ingredients, I was able to kind of ballpark what a similar recipe would be, and I'm kind of basing macros off of that. So for this like bite, I don't know how to compare it, like a muffin size. It is very heavy, so thick, so it's not like it's airy and fluffy and it's not a lot of calories. It's heavy, which means there's definitely gonna be more calories in it. So putting this into my macros, I base this on 10 protein, 30 carbs, and 15 fats. It's just over 300 calories. Again, I have no idea if this is right. I'm tracking something, which is better than nothing. So just kind of like eyeballing, guesstimating, like really it's no big deal. Yeah, it's friggin' delicious. I have no idea what's in the middle. You can like see it's like super creamy on the inside, like super delicious. I would assume like peanuts, but I don't know. If I was to guess what was on the inside of this, I would call it love and happiness, but I'm not a chef, so I don't exactly know. This vegan place is actually like pretty decent. I think I'll come back here, might try some other menu items other than bakeries because I knew that they have like salads and wraps and stuff, so now I can try, see what happens. So this is my food review from the Pitted Date. Thanks for hanging out, and I hope you enjoyed this vlog series. I'm kind of sorry that they're so long, but at the same time, I don't care because I have so much information that I just want to give you guys. So I hope you're liking them. Please remember to like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, like send me a message if there's anything that you want to see. But I'm pretty sure in my next vlog series, I'm going to talk about how I'm learning Spanish because I know that one is hot on the topic list. So have a good day. Buenos dias, buenas tardes, whatever time of day you're watching it, and adios. Hasta luego.